better contended players here on the side of Wildcard here coming through in the Forsaken project before that. But definitely looking to make sure he deserves his position is going to be key here, and kind of adjusting to some new players. Well, I want to see if he can get those adjustments. I mean, obviously he's going to be working with a bit of a new opera here, so some positions are going to be tricky. And as we hop into the action here, we will kick things off on our first map of Anubis to start off the series here. Going to be picked out by the side of Wildcard into this action.
Ooh, and well, it's going to kick off with Rex absolutely deleting JBA on the back end. So yeah, kind of need to ease back into it. You know, you had a little 40-minute break between your first series and this one, and we're gonna keep challenging here.
Sorry,
Rex looking to thread that shot in.
Correct myself quick before this takes off. This is picked out by M80, just to make sure that I think I misspoke there earlier. But yeah,
but we have seen Wildcard play this map pretty frequently as well, so it's, you know, still some comfortable territory. But I mean, I've talked to Swisher; he's one of Anubis' biggest fans.
Yeah.
So
I feel like all of NA have taken a liking to this map, which is fitting because again, it really favors teams that know how to get aggressive on the CG side. Something that, you know, teams like Complexity know how to do very well. And I think that ATK, it's always been a staple of their defensive measures.
Transferred over to M80. Swisher and Rec. And so, well, speaking of the devil, here's Rec. And he's just running through the canals right now, toying with his opponents, spotting the bomb out with such little time remaining. And you're going to see players group up on the site. Slight as well falls, and even now a smoke greets these T's as they walk on through. Massive gap in it, though, so to allow them access onto the site. But that's the bomb, unfortunately, here for Sonic. And he's just going to run out of time. Actually, they would prefer if he did run out of time. Yeah, you don't want to take him down here. Yeah, there you go. Keep that $450 and absolutely nothing into the next round.
He had to, I think, either pressure the fact that he could plant the bomb or chase him and basically force him. But you're right. It's so worth it to make him save right there. Any day of the week, you'll take that option. And, you know, one staple here of Forsaken is the usage of the clock. The calling coming through from Stanislaw is very evident. He knows the style. I mean, back when this team was able to take down Complexity over in IEM Sydney closed qualifiers, this roster used that slow style to really frustrate Cole. But now, coming into this matchup here, I feel like people kind of getting reads onto how they play. Saving that utility until late is going to be a staple of M80 if they want to succeed on the CT side versus Stan's calling. And I mean, out of the gates, we see it on pistol. Like, pistol round save is so rare. And again, it's a bit of a trademark here of this old Forsaken, now Wildcard team.
Uh-oh. I don't want to swing into too many pistols here. He's just going to embrace it. Embrace it, why not? Swinging for these eeks. Honestly, the $300 a piece, it could add up to an AWP, you never know, but probably not in this one. Instead, it's Malbs who will farm up $1,200 real quick and make that a quick 2-0 start. You know, ever since Complexity took down or lost to Forsaken, they proceeded to win out, make it to Sydney, and then make it to the finals.
Yeah. Had one hell of a run there, so. I mean, again, obviously I think a lot of people are excited about that prospect, which makes that victory a little bit more impressive.
You know, you get upset, but then you just take it to the house and say, that wasn't the real us.
Yeah, they did quickly re-inspire. It was a tough first day for them, but they made sure to lock that one in. Now, we'll see if they can bring back, I mean, the adjustments that need to be made here are going to be a little bit difficult, but JBA swinging for the trade. That's bomb. So taking a bit of a risk right there when he goes around that corner.
But it don't matter if you hit the shots. Now, Sonic, though, is under the same pressure. I like this reaction here from M80. If you're around to swing for these trades, let's aggress the other part of the map. We have an isolated fight. Sonic called out. And just some really good calling early on from maNkz and company. Snap decision making. So what you like to see.
And it's just going to be a little pack here in the man deficit. This is going to be a big challenge because this is a really fresh team here for Wildcard, and the style in which Stan, I think, plays is going to require a lot of gelling instantly if there's any sort of confusion, if there's any sort of break in the system, it's going to complicate the matter, and you know, those 15-second executes are going to collapse quickly.
This is perfect. Hearing all these nades get old. There's one. Yep. I mean, abiding by perfect principle there. When you see two players on your screen, always take out the player who's further away from you, because then you can quickly transfer your spray to the person who's close. Principles there from Slacks, working out 3-0 here for M80.
Nicely done. Great little aggression there. I mean, again, M80, you can see the sort of proactivity, doubling up on the push towards that A side. malbs finding the instant opener. I mean, good on JBA to fight for 2 back, but no one else able to. They have too much stay here. It's another half-buy situation right now for Wildcard. Continue manage their economy. Get a bit of an explosive play here. There's just one smoke and a flashbang maybe that can follow suit from Stan.
Oh, I see a nade. Oh. Thought it was going to be, like, on the money, but just some chip damage over to Sonic. God, I'm trying to think what that smoke is from Slight. I believe it. Camera?
No, not camera, but the offside angle there. Covering off connector. I feel like it would be. He's still holding it, though.
Ollie here. I like the angle switch up here from Slacks. See if anyone wants to walk into his crosshair.
What are they waiting for?
Oh, man, it's so risky here from Slacks, though. If multiple players swing in at once. Here's the flash. Or rather, the smoke. And Slacks now in trouble. He's missing these shots. He can't connect. Finally, he will. But that's an op gifted over to these pistols. They all of a sudden become so much more dangerous. Well, that is if they stay standing for longer than just a couple seconds. Slight gets the op, but at what cost? In a 1v4, about to be flanked out as well. Swisher's going to lock this one in with a headshot. 4-0 start here. Comfortable for M80. That's something I haven't said all day.
Yeah, they are coasting on the CT side so far. No troubles. They are finding that consistent success here, being able to bring in some of that proactivity. I'd love to see the CG side get very aggressive here. It's going to probably force Wildcard to hold on to these defaults for even longer. You can see not even an early smoke early towards that B main side of things, and they're going to walk out. Sonic, he's going to lurk on in towards the action. You're looking to get active. Right around that molly.
Surrounded by flames here, but Wreck. Oh, he's ready for it! Yep. Oh my goodness, I think he hit his scroll wheel, and he's very lucky that the first bullet he fired was right before he jumped.
Yeah, I think you're right there. As soon as he aimed that first shot, he jumped thereafter, but it's just a collapse here on the T side. Everyone following, and everyone on M80 winning their early duels. That smoke just facilitates them forward. Right into the claws.
Stand to pick up the bomb. Now Slight will pick up one, and he's going to try and take this to the house. Scopes up on the site. You can see that trying to play with his opponents. maNkz does get past this smoke, and yeah, Slight, he didn't recognize that was a possibility. However, Stanislaw is giving himself a chance in this clutch. He's in a 1v3 with the bomb and time.
Gotta get past malbs here. This guy's a rock on that A side. So difficult to bypass here. Has that perfect bit of aggression. He's just jiggling right now. So Stan, he has to land his timing right. Have to find a quick headshot there, and he jiggles out. malbs has spotted him, but I don't think Stan is registered.
Yeah, flashbang up. Stan. What a gamer. He's just gonna stick it out in the middle of the open. Yeah, there's nothing he can do there, buddy. He gets slapped down by 2 flashbangs, and that's 5-0.
Work for the bomb plan, I guess. Stanislaw, that's kind of the big goal in that sort of situation. A really desperate fight for them, and able to at least make something of it. Get another gun round on in here. Slight coming fresh off the back of the Wildcard experience in Thunderpick, which was a different lineup. They were under the banner of X Wildcard, who were also in the close, or the open qualifier, I should say, and got eliminated.
Who did they get eliminated by?
They got taken down. They're on the other side of the bracket, so I'm gonna assume it was actually, no, it wasn't Wildcard.
X Wildcard lost to Might.
Might, yeah, okay, so they got knocked out the round
and then
before M80. Might an advanced team with a lot of ECL players that are like at the top caliber. We got Stamina, Glacia,
Scar,
DJ as well.
Yeah, some caliber players, of course, and they're working without, you know, their star offer. That was part of that lineup. Probably, you know, NA as a region has kind of been lacking strong AWP players, and I think for the last, coming up on 2 years now, I think the region has kind of looked to Slight to take the reins on that one. Great aggression here, well timed. Stanislaw, though, holding his own. Excellent double kill. Needed there for Wildcard.
Fighting back against that CT proactivity right there. One caught with utility out. Oh, look at this from malbs. What is going on here? 3 players right around that smoke. No way he can find more than one. Adjusts for almost 2, but not quite finding it in the end.
Yeah, now maNkz will be able to scramble in time. He's gonna beat the smoke. He spots out Infinite. Like, great angle. Oh, but Infinite. Great swing. Follow that one up. Slacks will get into position, but the bomb taking an alternate route won't get caught out just yet. I think this is going to be a save out from Slacks. Wildcard will find their first round of this one. Courtesy of Stanislaw, absolutely locking down B main. Strong stuff.
Yeah, Stan finding the double up right there, locking down 2 kills. Difficult to do. Difficult to manage. Able to pull it across the line right there. I like the flash plays from M80, but finally punished for a little bit of CT side aggression. We'll see if that slows them down or if it only frustrates them forward. It's always a possibility. For now, just to save with the op of Slacks, who didn't get much of a chance to pop some shots off here.
It still is crazy, you know, maNkz is able to kind of answer back the double kill of Stanislaw with 2 of his own in that situation, but it's kind of what I've kind of noticed with maNkz as he's been brought onto this M80 lineup. He's been putting himself in positions where I'm like really high pressure situations. I guess it's just how maNkz operates. That's how he becomes the superstars, by winning in those high pressure situations. But it hasn't necessarily been consistently victorious for him. High impact, of course, though.
To push forward here early on that B side again. It's the T side smoke that's thrown out here initially early on. A molly to try and force him back there, but you saw the double up of HEs there from Sonic could stand. Doesn't do as much damage as they had hoped. Kind of gives them a hint as to where the early defaulting is. Swisher just going for some cheeky smoke spam. Slacks and malbs close by on this A defense. Well, malbs didn't get caught with the molly.
Neither did Slacks, so we're gonna see a re-smoke here. And oh, Infinite, did he think it was a flash? He might have.
So,
turned, and malbs gets a free one. Now Swisher, smoke's about to fade. Smoke's about to fade here. I think so. He's gonna go for the spam just as it does, and he almost gets 2. Oh my goodness, random spam paying out here for Swisher. Smoke fades for another, and there's Slight just around the corner here, and that makes 3. What a round here from Swisher. Unbelievable stuff, and Rec is gonna add to it. These 2 American riflers putting in work for M80.
He's just chucking 8 cheese or smokes and mollies at them, and they're just smacking Wildcard right in the face right there. Alongside the headshots rolling on out here, malbs 10-3, winning almost every early A duel that he has been tested with. A doesn't feel like much of an option when malbs is dropping these numbers as an anchor. He did last round have a little bit of extra support there with the op presence from Slacks, a little bit deeper, but he didn't even need it, just a smoke. Maybe did set him up for success there, but 10-3 right now is a bit of a wild scoreline for a guy who's on the side of the map that usually doesn't get as much action.
You know, it's been very fortunate for Wildcard to hand him a couple of the fights as well. You know, Infinite versus malbs is going to be a consistent duel throughout the rest of this half. Because you have Infinite who's trying to lurk A-main, put pressure. malbs trying to deflect that. And if Infinite finds a kill, then all of a sudden the map opens up. So we'll see that duel consistently go down. For now, though, we go at Slacks on the line. JBA is going to think twice about doing that. Keep the op interested.
It's going to get tested here soon. There's a lot of players right around this corner, but again, perfect positioning from malbs. He is given the entirety of this A side to help out his teammate.
Yeah, he's just going to give a bit of a jiggle peek, bait him in to maNkz, but Slight does pick up the up.
Oh.
Wasn't ready. No communication on that. That's not great. Even Slacks does arrive back into the scene. At the same time, Swisher feeling pressure around the edge of these T-box smokes. Gonna play within it. Oh, that trying to cover for the drop there, but Wildcard actually just have an open A site. Swisher's antics have not drawn them to B whatsoever. It's gonna be a free plant.
It's a good call off the space that's been given. You know that you've got malbs and maNkz down early, but a little bit of an overextension there from Infinite. Going too far forward there. Walks straight into the op of Slacks. That's easy conversion for him. These post plants are going to be uncomfortable, so I imagine that more proactivities come through. You can see JBA posted up on a heaven angle.
Oh, but Slacks is just so fast with it. He's starting to really nail these shots, and the only place Stanislaw could be is inside of the smoke. Gets the first, but Slacks is hitting shots now. He's fast with it at the moment. I think he's starting to find his groove here in this event. First series was not kind to him. But those are 3 incredible shots that we're more used to seeing from him.
Definitely saw a lot of that in the open qualifier. And again, versus some lesser competition. But I mean, again, maNkz a tough team to take on, and he was really performing in those matches. So it's good to see him come through and deliver a little bit of success here. Timeout called by M80 off the back of that. A little bit surprised to see them call into that one, but I feel like for the most part, there's a little bit of pressure put on M80 to qualify. I mean, they're definitely wanting to lock in this position in Atlanta because, like you mentioned here, and rightly so, there's not a lot of action left for the year. So getting a chance to close out your year on home soil with a chance of playing in Atlanta is massive.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
even
that's
still,
probably like a major goal for both of these organizations entering into the space, like making it to a domestic event. This is your chance. Oh, but Infinite's gonna sideswipe too. Swisher is still here though, and absolutely swings and deletes Slight to get him back into the round. Still keeping M80 dangerous here.
he's gonna get flashed back in.
He's going back in for it. Ollie, spam, good, but Infinite was prepared. However, a frag back from malbs. Oh, but JBA's got one back.
Careful about the cross.
Able to make the jump, and they were not prepared for it. Slacks cuts the cross, but the bomb, I think, is in safety for JBA, or is it? Not really. He's looking for the fight, though, and he's going to win it. This guy is bold.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's feeling it.
Got the body spam, but what he didn't get was the op, unfortunately, for him. And at least able to close out the round. JVA, sharp shooting right there. The young gun with the confidence. Bringing in a second here for Wildcard. Definitely needed that success. See if that can inspire a lot more behind it here. There's still gun rounds that they have to go up against. M80 stringing a lot in a row. Means that the purchasing power is always there. Oh.
The Slack just does not stop. Again, M80 have been rolling for so long here that their money has finally stabilized on the CT side. It felt like every single round against Party Astronauts, their economy was always at a breaking point. But again, I said it earlier on when it hit 4-0. It's something that MA haven't felt this entire series, and that is comfort. Here's Slacks again on the line in a reliable angle, but JBA has Slacks' number. The maNkz comes through with the triple kill to answer it right back. Superstar after superstar. Wildcard have to keep charging through. And now Slight in a 1v3, just put in an impossible situation. maNkz just needs to buy time for rotations. Crossing out now into the open, a perfect flashbang, and maNkz gets an easy kill, 8-2 quickly.
I mean, there's just no relief right there. You get past one hurdle, there's one more right around the corner. Malb's now 14-6, and again, A is not an option if this is what the guy's going to deliver every time you test him. Constantly multi-killing, constantly delivering on the opening phases. And I mean, he has an A1S right there and finds the 3K looks easy for him.
Spray control, dude. People complain all about it. I can't spray in this game. Well, Malb sure can. What a gamer.
JPA though, man. That's, like you said, also
yeah.
being able to bring back some of that energy right there with a nice shot on the Slacks. It's just not enough in the end.
I'm not gonna throw that smoke. I don't think I will.
Ooh, it's a little bit awkward. That one's good.
Flashes could hurt. Well, instead, it's maNkz who just steps in front of the smoke and mows down 3. That is something very nice here for M80. maNkz is certainly the fragging IGL. He's been brought into a couple of these teams to be that guy. And he certainly delivers when needed. He was doing it on Ancient versus PA.
He was doing it the whole series. He had a great series, but if you look at the roots there, I don't know if a lot of like NA fans would know where he came from, but from his prior project in Static, was able to qualify his team to like multiple events here with the leadership, and it kind of comes from, I imagine, a lot of the experience from Bird from Sky. He was a great IGL when it comes to, you know, building projects, and so going into this roster, I feel like what M80 have done so well is found a foundational IGL that can give them a certain floor here.
Yeah,
now they're building around it, building those pieces.
To be honest, though, when I look at this team on paper, this team has all the pieces. I think the next ingredient is time. So far, so good for M80, up 9-2 last round of this half. JPA has been the only threat to M80.
Still so much utility on the CT side right now is a bit of a problem. There's that Molotov going in towards E-box, so JBA gonna have to wait that out. And on top of that, the B site still has Molly that's just been recycled on in. And one more to be thrown out here. maNkz still has one. 30 seconds left, and they've got to force a little bit of concern here.
I think it's just, there's a 3-man stack here on B. Like, right positions here. As Rek, oh, he hears the footsteps here from JBA. Only half clears the corner, though. Gonna push past, and excellently done. Rek steals a kill, gets into E-box. Crossfire with maNkz. Missed shot from Slight. And make that a double, as Stanislaw was trying to activate. But just too late, no time, and we're saving in the last round of the half. 10-2 here, M80 in cruise control. And we are back aboard. M80 10-2 on the half. And they're playing like what we expect out of this team. When we see all these names on the roster sheet, these are the individuals we expect to turn a wild card. They're playing with a completely fresh team here. JBA, doing JBA things, but no one really able to get completely started in this game. A 5 Drummer X from McHenry. Slack's in charge of holding down B main. Could be a problem. He's going to get taken down by Sonic quickly.
Nice start right there. Slack's trying to punish the CT aggression, but confidence showing. That's a little bit of an oopsie right there. That smoke comes right back at him, and Slight has a chance to succeed. It actually doesn't seem like they're super interested in this play. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I mean, we're just gonna walk in through camera. Sonic's gonna look the wrong way and drop down into the site, and everything goes wrong here for Wildcard at the twist of a knob. There it is. The door opens. And 11-2 looms as Wildcard were looking to hold down that A side. He was looking good until it wasn't. JBA in a crossfire in the open. Infinite, does he got this in him? It's messy in terms of the shots from M80, but then maNkz will put that one to rest. 11-2. This is, I mean, everything is pointing to just a blowout round, blowout game. 13-2 looking likely.
I mean, a 10-2 half on the CT side is already a bit of a statement, and then you head into your T side to close, and you win the pistol. It might be a quick day at the office for a first map. Overpass is going to be picked up by Wildcard thereafter, but again, M80 have already proven their strength in this map many a times. And looks like they want to do that once again. They're up against a full USP, so I think they're going to put themselves on map point early and have 10 opportunities to close.
It's a couple of opportunities, some would say. Yeah, 5 USPs shouldn't be a problem. Especially when M80 are about to walk into an empty B site. With the only form of resistance being 2 flashbangs on Sonic. This is... Here we go. There is one strategy to this. And you might not be prepared for it, however. Get ready. Things might get wild. We're throwing flashes in. Better hide in the smokes while you can to wait them out. Or maybe not. Take the fights all you want. Sonic's only able to get one. I think this map has the writing on the wall.
No question. Excellent performance coming through from M80. 1 kill away from map point. Sonic will just try and hide. Make sure he doesn't give over the extra kill reward to Swisher. Maybe get a cheeky kill himself, but no, just not enough health to tank it. Swisher will be able to collect that last check here. Now we've got ourselves 12-2. We got the spin again.
Oh, the spinning bomb! Woo! This is the
what
funniest thing.
Animation.
It is such a ridiculous animation.
Love that.
I mean, little quality of life changes. Are you a Molly shake enjoyer? Bring it out, though.
Did I say more explosive power?
All right. Miscellaneous thoughts aside. Little opening kill action here for Wildcard. You know, I do like the little quality of life changes. Like, look how blue that water is.
It's pretty.
It's like fresh Caribbean water right there. Even though it's
and all
it's
of
like...
the little boots that have been stomping around in it. It's pretty impressive that they keep the water that clean.
After thousands upon thousands of rounds, it still stays that clean. I gotta ask who the fool guy is over there on Anubis. Must do some crazy work. That was a pretty dominant round from Wildcard, by the way. Speaking of which, opening kill just quickly waterfalled into a complete wipe. Okay, Wildcard are gonna get a couple more rounds here, but so far the number hasn't really got my attention yet. We'll see. I'd appreciate at least some 6 shots towards the end. You know, get something going, or maybe it's just for M80. Slacks opens up with the first. I know things are gonna get messy. Gun retrieves as well from malbs.
Slacks is such a good scouter, man. I don't know what it is about his scout, but he's actually got a large amount of like reps with this gun to back up his op, and like the headshots that roll out from Slacks is
no one hears this.
Incredible.
No one heard the drop down into E-box. At least it's a great nade though from Infinite, but he's let them out in the meantime. Slight goes down. They know exactly where Infinite is. malbs is impossible to hit, I guess, and maNkz is gonna clean up with a P250. This is not the round I was expecting for this game to end at, but it might just be the case because I think Slacks just spotted both remaining players here moving through in towards E-box. First is just the tag, now the pistols. Fiending to pick up the remainder here. Stanislaw on 20 HP, a smoke. They have to push past it, and that's where the Rec 9 shows up. 13-3. An eco round victory, of course, to clean up the map. Utter dominance here from M80, a completely different shade than what we were expecting.
Yeah, 100% right there. Incredible work being done. Coming through on their own map pick. Again, this is...